Welcome to Comic Bouffe, Past and Present, Episode 1. This series focuses on the books from the past and how they're reflected in today's comic book age. Let's go take a look. So today we're looking at August 2019's issue of Amazing Spider-Man number 27 and, drumroll please, Amazing Spider-Man number 280 from October of 1986, where we first see the first appearance of the Sinister Syndicate, but today we have the female version of the Sinister Syndicate. We'll also be looking at issue number 281 because it was a two-part story, and this one is looking to be a 5 or 6 part story. So let's take a look. First up is Amazing Spider-Man number 27 by writer Nick Spencer and artist Kev Walker. The cover artist is by Ryan Otley. So basically, Lady Beetle put together a female gang of criminals, and their common goal is basically take out Boomerang, who's done them wrong. And Nick Spencer shows how, kind of has a humorous approach on how he's done them wrong. And Boomerang's kind of a jerk, so. But Lady Beetle didn't expect Spider-Man to be in the mix, so basically it's an all-out fight, and basically to get their man, Boomerang. Now we take a look at Amazing Spider-Man number 280, written by Tom DeFalco and Ron Frenz, penciled by Brett Breeding. So in this book, this is the first appearance of the Sinister Syndicate, and they're not after Boomerang, because Boomerang is in the team. They're actually after Silver Sable, a hired mercenary, and in this case, she hired Spider-Man to basically help her stop a bad guy known as Jack-O-Lantern. But the Syndicate were hired by Jack-O-Lantern to stop Silver Sable. So there's a nice battle going on. There's also backstories going on throughout the whole issue, which makes it interesting. There's all sorts of things going on. But I really enjoyed the back and forth that Spider-Man has with the villains, the humorous writing and everything. Yeah, definitely a good book. So here are the two covers again, next to each other, so we could see the similarities. And as you can see, the art back then is just as gorgeous as it is today. I mean, I have a weakness for like the older stuff, obviously, because I grew up in that era, in the 90s era, and this is, I mean, not too far off. It was the late 80s. But yeah, I like how the placing of the characters and everything, it's just pretty much similar. And as I said in both stories, I mean, the older issue, the issue 280, had more content, there was a lot going on. I mean, everything was building up to future stories. I mean, you had like a two-part story with the Sinister Syndicate, but it was building up to, I think there was the gang wars and stuff coming up with the Rose, the Hobgoblin, I think Hammerhead was involved, the Punisher, Daredevil. It was a big thing. But in this case, Amazing Spider-Man number 27, I mean, everything nowadays at Marvel is built up to be like a 5 or 6 part storyline. I mean, this way they could sell the trade paperbacks afterwards, right? So, but yeah, I mean, the story is pretty much basic. You have the girls teaming up together and showing what they can do and proving to the boys. I mean, all the gang led teams, the gang, the big mobsters, criminals, it's always led by men. Now the females are taking over, and it's kind of cool. But like some of the jokes, honestly, I found it a bit like cringy. I don't want to go into detail about it. Like issue 26 was a bit of a letdown for me, but I've always enjoyed Spider-Man and whatever. I mean, I look at the bigger picture, and I actually like Boomerang and Spider-Man just like teaming up, and the humor between them and everything. And there's also something bigger happening in the background with Boomerang, but we'll eventually find that out. I mean, it's been happening since like the first few issues of Amazing Spider-Man. So anyways, these are the two covers, and now we're on to issue 281, just to take a look at the second part of what's been going on in Amazing Spider-Man. Alright, in this issue we got the Sinister Syndicate actually having Spider-Man pinned down for a change. And now enters the Sandman, who's at this point, he's actually a reformed criminal, but he actually saw what was going down and decided to step in. And I mean, he still has a hatred for Hydro Man, so he had to step in and kick his butt. You also have a lot of background story going on here with the Jack-O-Lantern and Hobgoblin. They want power over the criminal underworld, so they're going at it in this issue. There's a lot of action. It's really action-packed. But I really like this Spider-Man, Silver Sable, and Sandman team up versus the Sinister Syndicate, which they're giving them a run for their money. So all in all, action-packed issue, lots going on. I mean, this was a good read back in the day, and to date still. I'd like to say a special thank you to Katherine at Super Club Vidéotron, located in Vaudreuil-Dorion, 585 St. Charles Avenue. This place offers exclusively comic books. So this is where I got the Amazing Spider-Man number 27, by the way. So I want to thank her for providing me that book. If ever you guys are in the area, definitely stop by and check this place out. There's also a nice section with books that are 50% off in Marvel and DC, some of the recent stuff and even older stuff. So if you're missing any back issues, this is a definite spot to go check out for those books. And if ever you need to pre-order some books or order any books whatsoever, I'm sure Katherine will be happy to help you out with all your purchasing needs. So don't forget the address. It's 585 St. Charles Avenue in Vaudreuil-Dorion, the Super Club Vidéotron. So just ask for Katherine. Thanks guys, and until next time, see you. Please don't forget to check out my channel for other episodes of Comic Bouffe, and keep your eyes open. There will be more episodes uploaded in the next following days and weeks.